Hello there. My name is Samsara Morgan. I'm a counselor, coach, and hypnotherapist, and my practice is in Oakland, California. Welcome to a video blog entitled Dating Sociopath, and today we're going to be looking at the internet and social media and how these particular venues make it really easy for people who exhibit sociopathic behavior to do what they do, and perhaps offer us some possibilities of being able to protect ourselves from folks who are suffering from this sort of thought and behavior disorder. If you've been following along with us, you know our first video was talking about actually what a sociopath is. And I am not a psychotherapist, and I am not a psychiatrist. So please refer to that first video blog and refer to other information online as to the set of behaviors that I'm talking about. I don't have the right to diagnose or treat anyone for any of those things, but I do get to have my opinion about what certain behaviors look like, feel, act, and the impact that those behaviors have had on me when I've had occasion to form attachments to people with these behaviors, and it's pretty painful. These behaviors are pretty dominant in our culture. The ability to not have appropriate sense of guilt for one's behavior or empathy for others, the feelings of others, the propensity towards lying and lying in such a way that one believes their lies. Unfortunately, these are skills that are very valued in corporate America, so we shouldn't be surprised that it dribbles into our greater dating, mating, marriage, and family life. On the internet, unfortunately, the way the internet is set up, I guess like in pen pals of old, long ago, there are people who used to put ads in papers that they wanted pen pals, and lonely people would try to form connections by writing letters to each other. And every once in a while, not all the time, but every once in a while, you'd have a situation where people would end up having money taken from them. Somebody's writing them letters, portraying themselves to be one thing, but they actually are something totally else. And people have had money stolen from them. People have been injured or killed, even in the worst case scenario. Our modern version of that is our chat rooms. There's phone chat rooms. There's Facebook. The various dating sites where people can go and they can mask who they are. They can shield who they are from others, portray themselves to be one way, and in fact be another complete different story. There are some points that I just would like to put out there for us all to consider when we're using these devices. There are many people who've done video dating and it's been perfectly successful for them, and they've met lovely people, and they have been, they speak highly of it, and I do believe it's successful. But there are also at the same time people who are using these tools as a way to meet people and a way to be predatory in how they connect with people. So here are some things to look for. Firstly, I would be very concerned about people who don't use their full and legal names on Facebook. Concerns about people who have an image in their Facebook as opposed to an actual picture. Concerns about people who have a Facebook set up that you cannot friend them, they can only friend you. That is a particular gift of trolls where they kind of control who connects with them. And they can reach out and they can block people really, really easily. Be really cautious if you're seeing somebody and they refuse to meet in person. They want to keep everything on text. They want to keep everything online. This could be a person, again, who's not who they are saying that they are. They're actually living an ultimate lifestyle. This could be a person who is married and is hiding the fact that he is married from you and from his spouse. So we're wanting to see people who are willing to have everything be above board from the beginning. Um, the same rules of dating that have applied since the beginning of the first date, I'd like to say. That you want to see somebody who you feel comfortable with, whose lifestyle seems to make sense to you, uh, a lifestyle that you can see fitting into yours, that you're joining lives together, that your life is not dissolving to be with this person or vice versa. You want to see a person that has a healthy interest in your friends and what matters to you. Remember that one of the things that sociopaths do is kind of disconnect you from your life and from your friends and have you only with them. It's also really important to give yourself plenty of time. If you make a in-person connection, to give yourself time to really see how that person operates in the world, how they think and how they feel. That sociopath's energy tends to be very, very dynamic and very, very overwhelming. Um, really encouraging falling in love very, very quickly, saying I love you really before you barely even know anything about each other. And one of the things that it's important for us to uh, guard ourselves on, the men and women who find themselves attracted to sociopaths, it's really important for us to make sure that we're clear and that we are strong and that we um, know that, of course, love exists and it's beautiful and it's powerful, and uh, it also needs to be grounded in reality to a certain degree, to a big degree. The basics. You know this person, you know their address, you know where they live and where they work. Um, you have access to and have met family members and friends of that person. Um, you're not just texting all the time, you're not just sending each other pictures, you're having a relationship in the real world. Um, Grounded and with purpose and going in the same direction. You can't be you having one relationship with this person while this other person is having a totally different relationship with you. So it is important to 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 have respect for her, but have crystal clear eyes if you are using the internet in search of a real-time relationship in the real world. Okay? So being suspicious is a good thing when you're doing your dating and you're doing your connecting on the internet. Trying to do that with an open heart, trying not to do that with bitterness, trying to um, definitely have love and light be your guide, but also your grounded common sense. And although this might make us cry, it's important to realize that if it feels too good to be true, it probably really is too good to be true. So do your best, love yourself, and try to not be bamboozled by some other person's wounded desire to connect with you and to do what they do. Just have power, to have control, in worst case scenarios, to have money, and to take your love, um, in a disreputable way, to take your love in a bootleg fashion. The most important thing that we can do as we go out into the wide world is to be the strongest, clearest, healthiest person we can be. And I think with those strong, healthy, clear eyes, we'll be able to see through anything that is not true. And we'll be able to see through uh, dishonesty. We'll be able to envision ourselves in a safe, loving environment and place ourselves there. So it's important for us to always feel as powerful as we can when we're dating, and to maybe not date if we're feeling super, super vulnerable. To maybe, spend some time loving ourselves, getting some therapy, hanging out with really good friends, talking to God, prayer, meditation, good exercise, good food, until we feel like we have that really strong center core that we can really pick up on a vibrational level, and when we're not being told the truth, and so that we can really um, have the strength to let go of somebody if we need to let go of somebody. We also need to have the faith of knowing that if we let go of a person that doesn't feel safe to us today, that the universe knows our desire for partnership and will provide a person who can better meet our needs in the future. We need to have trust. Trust in ourselves, trust in the universe, trust in the world, that even though there are wounded people out there doing wounded things, we can overcome that, and we can have what we seek, and we can be our first and best lover, and then invite that second lover to come and join us in the dance that we're dancing. So, be well and happy. If you'd like to speak with me with regard to counseling, coaching, or hypnotherapy, please feel free to check the information at the bottom of this video. I hope that you subscribe to our channel so you will get other videos that will be coming soon. And please always, always remember that you are whole, perfect, and complete.